What is going on, guys? Diamond Flame 2 coming back at you video. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over my first win. This hat on iRacing. This was July 11th. And I'll be breaking it down from the driver's seat. So you can get into the mind of a sim racer and you can see what I'm thinking and everything like that. So we'll be breaking it down from the cockpit cam, from exactly what I've seen. And then if I need to, I can pop out of the cockpit cam because there's a few points, I think, in this race where things got a little dicey, and so we'll break that down from that. That's the great thing about replays. But yeah, we'll be breaking down my first iRacing win. So yeah, I'd like to thank the JK Racing team for picking me up and bringing me into late models. That'll be a video later on, my win in late model. I'd like to thank them. Great group of people. I'd like to promote my Twitch quickly, Diamond Flame 2 on Twitch, and if you look in the top corner, you can see the JKR Racing logo. So my name is not Steven Jezabowski on here anymore. This is the right video, so we will go to, this is qualifying. Oh, there's the race. So this is the last lap of qualifying, I think. So we'll go to the cockpit cam. Wait.
Man, we have enough.
And we have voice chat as well. So let's rewind it here till we get on the grid. There.
Yeah, so the guy doesn't have enough, right?
And now we'll go to here. Okay. So now we're just sitting on the grid. I don't know if I can look. I can't look left and right. Okay. So now we're just waiting here, sitting on the grid.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Listening to cars revving their engine. I rev my engine a little bit through here, I think, as well. Just kind of waiting. There's the 11 car blinking to the side of me there. Let's quickly go to options and turn on cockpit. Yes, because I don't have my wheel connected. Let's go to replay, cockpit mirrors max, higher detail mirrors, yes. Okay, so now we can see in our mirror for I don't think this will, yeah, we can see in our mirror for the replay. Okay, so that's what we want. So I'm just getting here waiting, just making sure my calibration's right. That car, I have no clue what the hell he's doing. So I go thinking, oh, so that one car didn't, or the car didn't go there, but it's to the side of me. I think he catches up eventually. But like I said, I'll say this is my first time watching this since the race day, July 11th. There is a point in it that gets sketchy, so we'll be jumping out of the cockpit to break it down. So here we are, just warming it up on the grid, getting ready. Watching these guys go at it. There's that 9 car that didn't go earlier. I believe that's that car. So the pace car is going to pull out here. We're going to go to the green. Green flag is out. I get a terrible start. I think I was in the wrong gear. I think I was in 3rd gear. I should have been in 4th gear. Or I think I was in 4th gear. I should have been in 3rd or 2nd gear maybe. I'd have to look. I can't see the gears, but it sounds like I was in 2nd gear. I just got a terrible restart. So we're going to catch back up. This 9 car is going to check up. We're just going to go to the top side of him. We've seen him check up. No point of really waiting for him. If we get down to the inside, we'll have the better run off the corner, which we do there. He's going to get behind us, so we're going to be able to sneak back down to the inside here. And now we're just going to run around. We're a little bit farther from the leader than I would like to be, but I know that he doesn't have the draft and we do, so we'll be able to catch up to him. So that was lap 1 of 20 complete. So now we're just running. They're going to catch that. So now I'm thinking that we're going to need this car, the 9 car, and these guys behind us to work with us, so we can make something happen. They can't be trying to pass me this early on. So I kind of move up trying to get them to draft with me. So we'll see. So now they're going to go double or file up for the lead, and that's what I want to see. And this was before the update as well, so the top lane of Charlotte really didn't work much, which could come into play later. But yeah, now we're just running around here, just waiting. We're in 4th, just waiting. They are double file. We see the smoke plume there. So we'll find out what's wrong with that. I'm gonna get a little loose. This car, that car is gonna spin there. I think there was a little bit of contact, and I think that's why we were able to gain 2nd. So the 9 car is now gonna go to our inside because he knows that if he can get 2nd, we'll have a huge run on this 15 car. I believe it is here. I believe we are coming to lap 3 now. I am not 100% sure because we're now on lap 4. So it's just really about biding time, and just making sure that we don't wreck or get wrecked because we just don't. Obviously, we don't want to get wrecked because we want to get the win. So here we are now. We're getting up to his back bumper. The 4 car is working nicely with me. He got around the 9. He's kind of looking up, but knows he can't get a real good run. And so now we're up to the 15. So now I'm looking in my mirror a lot, obviously, to see what they're doing. But I'm more worried about what the 15 is doing. Because now I'm focused on what can I do to get the lead. What can I do to set myself up for a late race pass if I need to. And you see how he kind of moves up there. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe I can get there when he moves up. I see that lap car as well, and I almost shit myself because I thought he was going to come back up for some reason. But one of the big things I noticed, look how much he comes up. See how he comes up 2 lanes? That'll be important later on. And keep watching that, because now I'm just looking for ways to pass him. So I'm trying to see if he'll slide up if I get right on his bumper, and he doesn't really do that. He really holds his good own line. And now the 15's more focused on blocking me than racing, so I'm kind of trying to find, if I apply pressure, well, where will I be able to pass him? You see how he's going to hold that bottom now. He'll slide up, but I don't think there's enough to make my car stick, especially considering I keep sliding up, but I get a better run off the corner, you see? So now the pressure's really on him. I'm going to lift here a little bit. He comes up that car length. I'm going to look to the top lane, thinking maybe I can just get him now on the top. But then again, like I said, this is before the update last week that we had. So this top lane really doesn't work, and you really need to get something together to make it work. So now we're all the way on the top. I think there's a car on the inside of us here. And yeah, there is. I think the 9 and the 4 are now there. So now I'm more focused on battling than I am on the 15, where he's sliding up. But you can see now he's still sliding up through there. And me making the top work by myself for this long is really actually shocking. It looks like the 4 car did wreck. But now we're in 3rd. We're going to fall to 3rd here. Now we're just looking to see what can we do. The 9's going to look up. I'm going to look to help the 9 because I know that if we help the 9, we should be good. But I'm going to jump down to the bottom here because the 9 goes all the way up to the wall, so I thought he was going to tap it. The 9's going to jump back down to the inside. I'm not going to force the issue yet because there's no reason to. We're coming to get lap 9. We're almost halfway. Next lap, once we cross the line, we will be halfway. So now I'm going to get to the inside of the 9. So now the 9's outnumbered and on the outside, so it's just a matter of time before the 9 falls. He's going to fit back in, though, because I'm going to make a mistake. I almost lose the car there on exit, but I hang on to it. So here we are now. We're looking. We're trying to get something happening. We're trying to make something happen. We obviously need to get around the 9 car before we can get around the 15. So we have a pretty good 3 car battle here for the lead. You can see I'm kind of working the wheel a little bit more than I'd like. That means I'm kind of loose. I think I did play with my steering ratio this race. And I'm also only 2 days into iRacing on this one, so I'm fairly new to iRacing. Still at this point, and I still am. This is my 20th day of racing iRacing because I remember I got my computer on the 9th. So I'm still really new compared to some of the guys, but 6 wins I think in almost 200 races isn't that bad for starting, in my opinion. 5 on asphalt and 92 events, and 1 on dirt and 62 events. That I need to get up. I need to get some more dirt wins, but. Yeah, so now we're just focused on this 15. Now that the 9's on the outside of us, I know that he's still going to be a factor, but not as big of a factor as he should be. He would have been with the new update that happened last week. So now I'm just trying to really just run my race. I'm going to block the 9 there. That was kind of stupid on me. We're on lap 12 of 20. I'm going to look to the outside here, but the 9's there, so I can't really do much. I'm going to get really squirrely there. And that 15, I see him peek out, so I'm like, okay, maybe through 3 and 4 is a spot where I can get him. But really, right now, when you're in second at a track like this, you want to look in your mirror. But every time you're looking out front, you're not racing your line. You're following that car pretty much, unless you're trying to get around them. And especially in these rookie classes, every time I see a car like that, I'm just worried that they're going to come up because I've lost wins like that. But I see the gap to the 9, so now I'm just focused on looking out front. And I'm focused on getting that win. But I'm looking to see where, if I run different parts of the track in different ways, where will he run? Where will he adapt to? So I'm still focused on kind of figuring out where he was good. He really sticks to the inside really well, but you still have to pay attention to the to this. Watch when right here. Watch when we go through this oval here, or the tri-oval here. We're coming around to get lap 15 of 20. That means there's going to be 6 laps remaining. Watch how he doesn't do it here because I get to his inside, but he still slides up a little bit. So now we're on the outside. Like I always say, the outside doesn't work in this update. I'm glad. It sucks that I wasn't able to race this in the new update, except for like twice. But we're still holding with him on the outside, even though we have the 9 now on us. He slides up there a little bit, probably because I shoved him. And my car is a handful, as you can see by the wheel. You can hear the only time I'm lifting is when I get behind him and my car spins out from me. So now we have 5 laps left. So now I'm just still waiting for him to make a mistake mainly, because it's too early, in my opinion, to force the issue, because then he'll force the issue right back on us. So it's more of the, I'll force the issue on the last lap here. Nine's looking down to our inside because I looked up to the 15 on the outside of the 15, and the 9's going to hit us into the wall there. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I think he just got loose and slid. Because you see I slide through there as well. So now we have this 14 car who's a lapper, who I kind of used as a pick to get around the 9. And the 9's kind of shoving me. That's why my car is getting really squirrely now on exit. But I don't want to shove him because I'm new to this, and I don't want to be the reason anybody wrecks. Because I'd rather finish second place cleanly than first place by wrecking somebody. Foreshadowing, question mark. But now we have 2 laps left, so now it's time to make my move right now. We have 2 laps left. So now I'm waiting. I noticed that the 15 keeps sliding up through the tri-oval, so I'm going to force the issue. You'll see what I mean. I kind of run up the 9 there to kind of get a little bit more of a run than he does. And so you see he keeps sliding up. So I'm like, okay, it's go time. We're coming around to get the white flag. It's go time. I'm looking for my first win. I'm in a position for it. So, like I said, watch how he always slides up. I'm going to shoot it down to the inside, shoot the gap. He slides up. I'm under his nose. I'm coming down. We make contact. He spins. I held onto my car. So now it's just a drag race to who can get back. And this you'll see in a minute why I call him the new Buckshot Jones. But first, let's go back here and let's go to the chopper cam. And you'll see what I mean, how he came down on me. We'll go to the chopper. Where's chopper? Chopper. Here's chopper. Okay. So I get there clean. All right. As you can see where I'm pointing, his right side wheels are almost to this second dotted line. My wheels are on this first dotted line. Right. So we have 2 cars here. So it's pretty close. So I'll do a frame by frame thing. Look at how his car is coming down. My car is moving down as well, because you can see a few clicks ago, you can see the front of that car where that bump is right on it, a little above it. And then you click twice, it's on it now. And you see he's coming down still. I'm staying down. You can see my rear wheel is now from where my front or my rear wheel was when it first hit this line, or even when it hit, but from even where it was on this last line, right when I made that move, it was above it. You get to this line, I'm turning down. You see, okay, so this is the last line when I made my move. And you can also watch the steering input. It's above the line. You can see it's on the line, but it's above the line. When we get here, it's more on that line. And then when we get off of it, it's fully on that line. It's not off the line at all. It's even a little past it. Then we get to this one. I probably could have gave him more room, but we're just racing. You can see now his car is still holding this line fairly well on here. We still haven't made any contact yet. We're going to get the 1 to go thing. And look at how much he comes down in these few clicks here. Look how much he comes down within these few clicks. And we're coming down as well, because if you line up that line, we're still even coming down it farther. And you can see now his car is a lot farther down. He has come down like half a car length. And we still haven't made contact. You can see how much farther my car is down, and then we make contact right there. So you can see how much farther I came down to avoid him coming down on me, and you can see how much he came up. And I'm still trying to turn down to avoid him. You can see there's a first plume of smoke there from the contact. You can see how much farther I get down. And now I'm trying to save my car, because you can see it's in a slide now from him coming down on me. He's still coming down, by the way. Look at how much more he's come down. That's when I clip his quarter panel, because I'm trying to save my car. And then we just both go into a slide, and I kind of hit him again. So I could have gave him more room, but all in all, that was more his fault, because he came down a lot more on me. So you'll see why I call him the new Buckshot Jones. So we'll replay from here. So now, like I said, it's just a drag race to get back. We're going to save our car. So now I just need to hope this 9 doesn't catch a draft. And now I'm thinking, okay, he probably won't. We're good. I thought the 9 had a problem with me too because the 15 car came up and hit him. You'll see what I mean here in a second. But I'm going to come off the corner here.
Thank you, number 7.
Who said thank you, number 7? I never heard that. Who said thank you, number 7? Oh, that was a 15.
7.
Thank you, number 7. I didn't even hear that. Oh, because I didn't have voice chat on this early on in Iracing. So he said thank you, number 7. So this is going to be my first time hearing this audio, too, for the voice chat. Because I had voice chat off at the time. Because I didn't know how to turn voice chat on. Because I have only 2 days into Iracing. So I thought the 9 had a problem. So I'm like, oh, I want a cool screenshot of me doing burnouts. Because it's my first win, you know? So this guy's going to slow up. And I thought he was going to have a problem. So I thought he was going to wreck me. And then we just get killed from behind by you-know-who, the 15 car. So I'm like, okay, that's great. The race is over. You're not gonna gain anything from that one. So I'm just gonna turn my car around. So now I'm going back, and there's a 15 up there. But then another car comes as I'm slowing up here. Another car comes and kills me. So I'm like, okay, this is getting frustrating. And then I'm trying to do burnouts. And then I don't know if you've seen it there, but here it comes. Boom. That's why I call it the new Buckshot Jones. And we'll go back here. But he full-on took me out here. Like, he didn't even, like, this was so... And I don't know why. It wasn't even my fault. It was his fault. But, yeah. So that's that. There's my Flex Seal Mobile. And then he does it again, but it's whatever. Tempers flare. But that's the first win. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I don't think it was my fault, but let me know what you think. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great one. Peace out, y'all.